We just met with MUFG to let them know that they are supporting a failed LNG project. We won a lawsuit that proved that Rio Grande LNG is environmental racism, that it is going to pour gasoline on the planet with the climate-killing change emissions. And MUFG must pull out of Rio Grande LNG. Okay, French bank BNP Paribas, French bank Societe Generale, insurance company Chubb, the country of Ireland have all walked away from the LNG projects in the valley because clearly our communities do not want it, that this is being forced on us, that this is environmental racism, that this is going to destroy sacred lands and sacred sites, and Rio Grande LNG has already been bulldozing sacred lands and sacred sites. So we're here to make our presence known. We won't go away, MUFG. This won't be the last of us.
One of the things that we need to remember here is that they are one of the largest financiers of the LNG expansion in the U.S. Gulf Coast. They are the #1 financier for Rio Grande LNG. The company behind Rio Grande LNG NextDecade is pretty much a farce. We've been calling them a startup. They do not have proven leadership. When they've been pushed to show information, they've caved. They have not shown that they have integrity to actually run a business. They're not doing proper consultation. And instead of really having a true dialogue about the issues like we've seen with other financial institutions that have curiosity, that range on a couple of different issues that are hugely important to this issue, they actually decided to essentially spend the time on federal recognition for the indigenous community. I think it was mildly insulting, yes. But also part curious. And they didn't show that it's like they already had the information, but it took them 4 or 5 questions to get there. So it felt like they missed an opportunity to really have a conversation. And they are the ones that didn't do their homework. NextDecade is a horrible company. This project does not make sense. It's near secret sites. There's SpaceX right there. This is the equivalent of 40 coal-powered power plants, 43 for Rio Grande LNG and 7 for Texas LNG, so that's actually 50 combined. We're in a place where it was so hot in Tokyo. In the US, we have multiple hurricanes happening. Why are we expanding fossil fuels? We have to stop, and we need the Japanese banks to make a significant step forward. So I don't know if MUFG is going to be the leader on this one, but we're definitely going to keep pressuring them. Thank you to everyone that came here today and making these opportunities possible to have this direct engagement, because it's going to be important that we have shared leadership across the country and across the globe, because that's how we're going to make these changes. They may or may not come from the financial institutions, but we're going to stay on top of them. And my faith is in the community. They have been relentless. I do not think this project is going to go forward, money or not. There's no way that it's going to move forward.
Gracias por estar aquí. Solo quiero decirles que esto no termina aquí. Seguiremos luchando en el Valle de Río Grande hasta lograr sacar a LNG. Y el pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo callado jamás será escuchado.
The people united will not be divided. People united will not be divided. People united will not be divided.
Let me say one thing. I am trying to keep up with your etiquette. But I am pissed off with what they said in there to me, and I'm concerned that they are part of the genocide of my people right now, and they're supporting it because they're perpetuating the sacrifice zones, the killing, and the destruction of our lands. So yeah, I was really trying to be nice to the guy in there, but I can't do it in one day, in an hour or in 30 minutes or in 15 minutes. He doesn't know my experience until he's there, until they're there. So he can ask me any question they want, but for me, they need to understand they're perpetuating the genocide by doing what they're doing, even as the question that they asked was real racist to me.
El pueblo, unidos, jamás será vencidos. The people, united, will never be divided. The people, united, will never be divided. The people, united, will never be divided. Hey, ho, ho! Fossil fuel has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Fossil fuel has got to go!